Hi, everyone. Welcome to Module 2 of our course for exploring business research. So in Module 2, we're now advancing our focus. So whereas Module 1, we focused on kind of those basic beginning pieces of information, now we're starting to define, right? So this week, we're going to be shifting from those general business concerns to defining our clear research questions. All research starts with a clear and focused question. Strong research does not start with data collection. It starts with thinking and processing information mentally so that way you could go and find and actually perform research. If the problem is not clearly defined, the research will miss the mark no matter how good the data is. So we need to be able to have that clearly defined research. And so the reason we're clarifying that research and what that really means is cleaning it up and making it focus. Business problems are often messy and vague at first. You have some idea that there's a problem or thing that you're trying to learn, but how do we actually learn it? How do we focus in our question? That's what we need to ask ourselves. And we need to work through focusing in on the question so we can yield good outcomes and results. So clarifying the question and the problem helps prevent wasted time. It helps prevent poor data, and it prevents weak conclusions that we're making. We don't want a weak conclusion. If we have a weak conclusion, we may end up making the wrong decision based on a weak conclusion. And so we need to do some exploratory research. This comes before the surveys. It becomes before the interviews. It comes before the analysis. The goal is to understand what is already known, right? You are standing on the shoulders of work that has already been done, and ignoring that work usually leads to repeating mistakes. So we need to look at what has been done before, so that way we can advance that research going forward. And so one of the key things you're going to learn about this week, on top of the different stages of the developing questions in our question hierarchy, which is a really nice graphic in the lesson module, is we're going to be learning about the different types of sources of information. We have primary, secondary, and tertiary sources. And there's a graph in our lesson page that helps explain and expand on that just a little bit as a way to tell you, hey, here's what this information is. Here's where it was found and what that really means and represents the reliability of that, right? It's going to be comparing, information that you can find in an encyclopedia versus information you find through a reputable news source versus information you find in an academic article. Those are all different types of sources of information. So I think you're going to learn a lot this week. This week is really going to be laying the groundwork. We're going to be doing our discussions together, and we're going to be advancing our semester-long project by taking that next step, building off of what we did last week. So I'm looking forward to having discussions with you, and I will see you in Module 3.